Hello, this is November 16th, and this is a few days into the renovation. Here and there, night times and weekends and stuff like that. Let's just go around like I have in the past. The seal that I had, the sort of desk seal that I had on this particular door sort of broke down because we have to use that room so often for sort of our staging area, but we still have dust seal on this one. There's a bedroom right there. We have all of the plaster broken down from here, and we might actually remove all of this as well before the plasters come in a few days. We have electrical roughed in for outlets, and then there's a number of different switches that are going to be going in there for the overhead lights. Today we just we got cans, recessed lighting put in, and this one right there is the fifth one. There's going to be 5 cans, and then there's 2 holes right here for pendant lights, and as you can see, there's a tiny hole over there for an over sink pendant light. This hole and this hole are the old lights that were here in the past, and they've been decommissioned. So we're pretty much done with most of the electrical. We still need to rough in a cord for the stove and the hood. The hood's going to be right there. Stove is going to be in that area. So we need some light there, and then an outlet here. So that's it for the electrical, but as you can see, there's an outlet on the ground that's going to go here. There's boxes right there for the under cabinet lights, the pendant light that's right there, and then an outlet for appliances. This one's going to be for the switch for the garbage disposal, and then a 4 outlets there and 4 outlets there for just appliances, whatnot, coffee machine, and fridge outlet as well, because the fridge is going to go on this wall from here on over to about there. So that's for the refrigerator. So that's the electrical. In terms of what we have left to do, we have a plate, as you can see, that was placed in there with all of the electrical. My husband and his father are electricians, so they did all of this, but obviously this would be something that you would hire someone for. I have a plumber that's coming. I'm actually waiting for him right now. We have 2 gas lines right here. You can see 2 different pipes, and they are going to the 2nd and 3rd floors. These are gas lines, and they need to be moved. They're in the way. So they're just going to actually have a right angle, probably in the basement, be moved to this wall, where you can see there's a number of other pipes that are already here. These are, I believe these are water lines. And they'll just be cozied up to the chimney, and then they'll be boxed in and live in that little place for homeless pipes area. So this will be free open space, and this piece of wood that was one of the old walls will be removed. So that's electrical and plumbing. The only other plumbing is our sink, which is here. As you can see, there is one pipe that is not as strong as the other. This pipe is brass. This pipe is lead, and it's very wiggly and very bendy and very not safe for water. So we're actually going to, you can see they just, melted the lead onto this pipe, and it's just the softest thing that ever happened to a pipe. So that is actually going to be completely removed, going all the way down into the basement. It's going to be replaced with modern plastic PEX piping, PEX water pipes, or tubes. They're flexible water tubes. So both of them will actually be replaced. And a filtration system will be put in to both of the lines in the basement so that the entire line of water coming into this entire house is filtered. Because I have a baby and I don't want lead in my water or in my baby's water. So, so that's important. And unfortunately there are, one of these two lead pipes is also going up to the second and third floors, and that pipe can't be moved at this time. So that's going to be left the way it is, and the second and third floors can put in faucet filtration systems in theirs if they so choose. This cabinet is staying. As you can see, all of the lathing that's around it is going to be cut, and we're going to build up right next to it on either side. But this one cabinet we wanted to keep in place, and the cabinet that we removed from this wall, there was a wall right here, is going to be bent, is going to be, you know, rearranged in line with this wall, and maybe what's left over might be open shelves. I'm not sure. But the rest of the lathing has yet to be removed. That's going to be removed before the plasterers get here. As you can see, there's some cuts in this door. This used to be a swinging door open to the kitchen, the dining room. You can see I have expanded the amount of plastic sheeting. It's taped to the ceiling. And then taped to all of the walls to try and contain all of the dust. But this this door threshold is being sort of disarticulated, as it were, and it's being cut open to have a pass-through between the kitchen and the living room. We had someone come in to make sure that this beam, which we were going to leave in place, is not a supporting beam, and it is not. So we're going to leave it in place just to make sure that all of the lathing that's in the ceiling stays stable, and we are going to support it on this side to make sure that, again, all of that lathing and ceiling material stays stable, but we don't need to put, you know, an engineered beam or anything in. This opening is going to be, there's going to be a header put here, and then it's going to be supported on either side, and then there's going to be a beam to support this beam, the ceiling beam, from here to the header. This area that's above it will be plastered out, and below this will be plastered out as well from this part down. This is also going to be where the stove is, so so that will be a wall with an outlet, hopefully in the near future. That is the only other major thing that has to be done before, like I said, all of this lathing and everything got removed, so that we can have drywall and plasters come in. Once the drywall and plasters come in and cover everything, then that's game over for playing with things in the walls. After that happens, as you can see, this is hardwood that's underneath here with a whole bunch of dust and linoleum adhesive, I believe. And that's going to be done right after the plasters are done. The hardwood refinishers are going to repair this whole strip. They're going to remove that, and they're actually going to remove this entire strip all the way to that beam, replace it with boards, replace a few slats that are gone there, and there's a hole right there as well. So they've got a little bit of repair work that they're doing as well. We just decided that doing that was a little bit too much of a project for us to do, so we're hiring someone to do it. We did have a professional look at the drain that we did, and we're going to adjust it a little bit per his recommendations. This is going to be made, I believe this is a 1.5-inch pipe or 2-inch pipe. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger, I think to a 2.5-inch. And then this drain catch is actually going to be lowered into the basement that is down where that hole is, so that if the pipe does overflow from the second floor tenants, it doesn't overflow onto our floor and into our sink. So that's the only other change to what we've done that we're gonna do. So that's it. We have electrical here as well, and this is the outside door. So we have a few switches and an outlet that's going to be going there. All right. I will give you another video in probably in another week or so, and show you how things are going along. Thanks for watching. Bye.